The nurse who had taken his vitals earlier poked her head through the door, waiting for Alex to hand her his semen sample. She was a pretty little Hispanic thing, with large brown eyes and tits too big for her petite body. "Do you have your sample ready?" Her gaze found the empty cup in Alex's hand. He suddenly felt ashamed. "I can't even do this right," he chastised himself. "Worthless. I'm worthless." "I'm sorry, I can't. Can you just send Dr. Cordova in, please?" Dr. Cordova was the only person Alex could come to about this, the only one who would understand the nature of his injuries, maybe even the only person in the world who wouldn't look at him like a freak for it. "Sir, we're going to need a semen sample in order to test if you're fertile." "I'll come back for that later," he replied. "I just want to see the doctor for now." "Dr. Cordova will be in a minute," she said before disappearing out the door, closing it behind herself. After another 30 minutes of waiting, Dr. Cordova finally made an appearance. She looked different than Alex remembered. Her honey blonde hair was piled up on her head in a loose bun with tendrils framing her face. A white lab coat sagged on her shoulders over a red turtleneck that covered up those gorgeously full breasts of hers. Why she was wearing such a thing, Alex didn't understand. Perhaps it was because working for Sebastian had scarred her as well. Maybe she wanted to be covered at all times now, thanks to the memories of spending so many years naked. "Alex!" Her blue eyes brightened as they landed on his frame, and she extended her hand for a handshake. "So good to see you." "Likewise," he smiled, but there was no happiness behind it. "How's Mr. Dacey?" Alex cringed at the very name. "I don't work for him anymore." Her face went serious, though there was a hint of a smirk at the corner of her red lips. "The party was too much for you?" He nodded, sensing that she was somehow disappointed in him. "I'm sorry I didn't warn you about it. To be honest, I didn't think you'd last long enough to experience it." This stung in its own way. Alex's mind was as fragile as crystal lately. He put on a good front for his mother. Nothing bad had happened. He had just decided to quit, he told her. But inside he was dying, hating himself, hating Sebastian. Dr. Cordova read over Alex's chart and put on her professional face. "You're worried that the guests were too rough with you. I'm sure you're fine, but let's take a look just in case. Stand up and pull down your pants and underwear." Alex felt embarrassed, despite the fact that she had seen him naked before. Trying not to seem too reluctant, he did as he was told, peeling his skinny jeans over his ass and crotch, along with his briefs, letting his manhood fall freely for her observation. Dr. Cordova pulled up a chair and rolled it in front of Alex. She quickly put on a pair of latex gloves and then cupped his testicles, gently palpating them and then examining the bruises that were already fading away. "They got you good, didn't they?" He didn't like the sound of her voice. "They neutered me, didn't they?" A short laugh escaped Dr. Cordova's lips. "I highly doubt it. Everything feels normal. I won't know for sure until I get a semen sample from you. Have you masturbated since the event?"